and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord and all my soul and all that's within me. Bless his holy and righteous name. I wanted to do this today. I want to make this short as possible. And then on Facebook, when I do, it had to reconnect. You all, if you see where it go out and come back in, it's okay, because I do that to share it on Facebook. I want to say this here. I want to share. These are two of my children, and the man on the right side, that's my husband. We went on a trip together, me and my daughter. That's our daughter, Cammie, our son, Jeremiah. Jeremiah's the baby. Cam is the oldest daughter. That's Donald's daughter and son. So the reason I'm saying this here, because it seemed to be some kind of discretion about uh, him being single, dating people, pretending like he's single, which, I knew something was going on with him because my name wasn't on any vehicles. And plus, when he would go somewhere, he would take my daughter, Cammie. You see her right there with the glasses on. That's my daughter. So I just wanted to put that picture out there before I start doing the rest of my live. I just wanted to do that. Okay? I had to pull those pictures up. So I wanted to, show my daughter and my son, so people can see how long my daughter, she's in her 40s, how long me and Donald was together until last year of October. In the house together. So in case, any of his women have any problem, men have any problem, I'm making this very clear. The reason I'm making it clear, because, all these rumors are going around, people saying, that he's their husband or whatever, or whatever. I don't really care about that. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to make that clear, in case any lies are going around, well, people know that he was making like he was single when he was actually married, unless he divorced and I don't know anything about it. Unless he remarried and I never got any paperwork. Now, remind me, we got a special needs son. So if he did any type of court paperwork, they should have notified me. One, that he could pretend like he didn't know where I was. He always know where I'm at. He just pretend because a tracker. I was tracked and I'm still being tracked, okay? So if any lie about I don't know where she at, he knows where I'm at. Then the little person, or whomever, family members, just rendezvous with your family member, doing stuff they shouldn't be doing together. This is what kind of trash I deal with. So, this is sad when you have to deal with these kind of people in your life and still are moving on, do whatever they do. I have a problem when, you were a man and you're on him, or your sister running around with him. I got a problem with that because, you need to get your own man, sweetheart. Because this is a man anybody can have, but I got to have him because my sister have him. What kind of mind is that, baby? You don't love yourself. You learn to love yourself. Guys, always speak about us loving ourselves. When we love ourselves, we don't lower our standards for these type of people. And I'll say this again. Only reason I stay with him, because God ordained me to stay with him. And when God moved me, I left. And God gave me a place to stay. God made sure I had money. And, I was going around saying I was selling my body and all kind of stuff. No, I'm celibate. So, I don't know where they get that from. I'm on drugs. I don't take drugs. I just have to keep saying this because they still circulating these lies that I sell my body. I'm on drugs. I drink alcohol. I ain't drink alcohol. I don't drink. My family know I'm not. I don't drink alcohol. So if they telling them lies, they all of my family members been around me that have offered me alcohol, and they know I don't drink alcohol. I'm not going to tell nobody. I live a life where if I'm saying something to you, I'm living that, not saying one thing to you and living another thing. I can't do that because I have to be that person that God chose me to be. Not, it doesn't have anything to do with me, but being who God chose me to be. That's what I have to be. So I just want to encourage, just put that out there. And, just in case the women or whoever, y'all, listen. I'm just, I'm loving on y'all women and, men too. I'm loving on y'all. It's telling y'all the truth. That's how love to speak truth. Love don't lie. Love don't cover a lie. And love don't cover sin. And then you get people not honest, and then to do stuff to try to pin crimes on a person that been there for you, even they knew you were doing all this stuff. I just wanted to get on here and say that, and show you all, a picture of my son, Jeremiah, which is Donald's son. My daughter, Cammie, which is Donald's son. Jeremiah is 22 in her 40s. Cammie should be 45 in November. So this is when people say about how long or when they were together, up to October 2025, when I left. He didn't leave me. I left him because God told me it was time to go. I left him because he was trying to kill me and my son. That's why I left. And then not just that, I can't say that's why I left. I left because it was my appointed time to leave, because that's my testimony. That's why I can help other women and other men not be deceived by people like this. And they are called love scammers. They'll be on the dating website. They use other catfishing, where they use other people's pictures, and that's once you meet up with them, that's not even a person. You all be careful because these people, they will rob you. They're thieves, liars, and killers. So I'm just out here warning y'all. These people are killers. I'm serious. I'm telling you what I know. They are killers. The woman that connected with him, they are killers. So I'll say this anytime. I don't mind standing in court. I want them to take me to court. I want somebody to sue me for what I said. Because I can stand up to what I said. And see, that's why it's always good to keep receipts. When people don't even know you got receipts, but you keep them anyway. Keep your receipts, baby. You know this man, and you know this man have abused you. He's an abuser of women. Because he on the down low, he really don't like women. But he used women as a cover up or to sell his body for money. Okay? The things that he claimed I was doing, he doing them. But I just want to encourage you all. Just, keep your head up high. I'm about empowering people. Doesn't matter if male or female. Even on, like the homosexual. I don't want him out there messing those people up. They fool with children, young teenagers, young college students, ruining people's lives, impregnating teenagers, grown men. That's rape. But then the girls, you don't even tell your parent that you got a baby by a grown man. And the man don't even want to take care of his children. Just having a bunch of children out here and not taking care of none of them children. My name should be in my title. But I'm just out here. I'm trying not to get distracted. I try to read what you all be saying, but I really have to be led by God. I'm out here speaking. Because when I'm out here speaking, it's a warfare for me to be out here speaking, because I deal with people that a lot of people don't believe in witchcraft. I deal with people that does witchcraft. I'm from Louisiana. I've been around witchcraft. I didn't do it myself, but I've been around people that had witchcraft put on them. So God calls me to come forward. I can warn people about witchcraft. You got to keep your morals up. You got to keep yourself in a place where you joy, full of joy all the time. And when you full of joy all the time and you living a good life, not living, have morals, have standards, then the witchcraft don't affect you. The witchcraft affect you when you doing all kind of ungodly stuff like he does. But see, God said now it's time for you to speak up. You got to warn people so they don't fall in that same trap a lot of people already fell in. Well, people have went up here and fool around with him and got all kind of diseases. These people, they're in a cult. They're in the Masons, Eastern Star, connected with the cartel. This is all over the world. People connected with Congress, the government, all this stuff, lawyers, mayors. This is why you don't see these people working for y'all, because they're working for their own selfish motives. And they don't like me because I speak out, because I'm going to speak out for the people. I'm going to speak out for the people that they have murdered, that don't have a voice in the land, because they don't want nobody to know that they're killing people, that they murdering people, making like it's suicide. I'm going to say this over and over again. I'm going to cry loud and I'm going to spare not, and I'm going to show God that I am all about what he wants me to do. But I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to share that picture of him, because so somebody else won't fall in that same trap. I don't care if y'all share his picture, share it. Because that way it can prevent other women or men, young men or young women from ending up with a baby, with an old man trying to be young because he got a demon attached to him. Because he demon possessed. And the people he deal with are demon possessed. Because a lot of people don't understand possession, but I know all about it because God had me in the midst of him to see he's a warlock, and he attached himself to a witch. And they do witchcraft on people. They do love spells so they can get you in their trap. They got souls that they done trapped because they part of the devil's plan. But I'm not going to be on here long. I just want to encourage you all, and I want you all to just keep God first, because God is God. I don't encourage people to run in the church. No, I encourage people to get a relationship with God, because the majority of churches the leaders don't even know God. A lot of them are on the witchcraft. They work witchcraft over the people to keep them giving them money. But listen, you all have a nice day, and I thank you all for joining me. I want you to know I appreciate you. I speak the blessings of God over you, that if you live in a life, a righteous life, and your heart is right before God, I pray that God, I pray that the blessings and the prosperity of God, the wealth transfer that's going to be released in this land to the people that have a right heart, the ones that's even wicked that thought they were going to get this money, they're not going to they're not going to get it. They will not get anything. They all was set up by God. But you all have a nice evening and your faith in God. God is God, and there's no other God besides